Good morning. Hi, everyone. This is day 2 of our live series talking about bringing more cash flow into your business. Just like yesterday, we have it going on Zoom too.
We are repurposing queens.
We are. We have never accomplished this before, and yesterday and today and forevermore, this is what's happening.
I know. And then just to have such an amazing supportive team who's so fast on it that whips it up and turns it around and makes it into a podcast.
The dream is happening as we speak.
Let's do this the way we would do a podcast. What are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful for my big manifesting walk that I went on this morning. Near my house, there's a street called Queenswood, and it goes along the water, along the edge of the water. And there are so many houses for sale over there. And then also, there's so many beautiful estates with their gate and their big number plate. And Bowmore and I got redirected off our Arbutus, which because they were taking down trees, and they're like, you have to go all the way around. I was like, all the way around. Anyways, I was marching through Queenswood, power walking, and looking at the estates, thinking, wow, how perfect for the RAS.
Yeah. And just for everyone, if you're like, what's that word you just said? Quickly. RAS is like the net inside of your mind. It captures all the things that you tell it to capture. You're like, I want that house. I don't want that house. You tell it what you want. I am grateful for, I feel like I'm grateful for a lot of things, but I'm really grateful for flexibility. Yeah, Jeff and I were chatting this morning over coffee about how we're trying to decide, do we want to go to Calgary for the Stampede? And then my sister was like, do you want to come to this house with us at the end of July? And it's on a beach and they just want to take Theo to the beach. And I said to Jeff, we have this flexibility where it's like, we could go to Calgary at the first of the month, or we could go to Washington at the end of the month. And because we both make our own schedules and can work from anywhere, it's like we'll just decide what we really want and make it happen. And so I'm just so grateful for flexibility that I don't have to ask anybody for time off.
Yeah, true. We can work from anywhere. We can set our own schedule. You can be on the beach or at the Stampede or whatever is happening. Make it
Totally.
happen. We were talking about this morning actually that content is getting picked up by the algorithm when it's not about sales. And so really it would be helpful if you went and took content from the Stampede or the beach in Washington because then we get more eyes on our content.
It's so true. And just to also add in real life here, you and I have our calendar set, and at the end of July, we have a 2-day accelerator back to back. And we're not
Mhm.
going to change that on our clients just because I'm going to the beach. So I just said to my family, hey, I'm going to be on a call till 1 each day. So you guys get up and do your thing. And then after 1 o'clock, I'm going to come and enjoy the beach with you, the lake with you, the paddleboard, whatever. But I'm committed to taking my calls because we've already set the calendar. I love showing up and doing the work I do, and I can do my work from anywhere.
Yeah.
So if I can do it from the cottage on the lake, sure, that's what I'll do.
We're experiencing an upgrade right now from when we could do it anywhere and it was like Tim Hortons in Regina. We are. That's funny.
If anybody missed yesterday, you can go back onto our page and see yesterday's live where we talked about important dates and what's happening in cash flow, early bird pricing, when we start, how long we go for, what time the calls are. So that need to know information is on yesterday's live or it's on our podcast. And today, what we're going to chat about, what we have today focused on is like what you can actually expect
Yeah.
inside cash flow. So I think some people are wondering like, is it just live open coaching? Is it just a passive content portal that I'm getting access to? So we want to give you the real deal of what you can expect.
We do. Do you want to go first with the mindset piece?
My background is in NLP, and I would say naturally Kayla's background is too, because we've been doing this for 5 years together. So we both have this incredible skill set of truly being able to hear the within 2 minutes. Oh, that's why you're not making sales. Oh, that's why you're not attracting the right ideal client, whatever it might be. We hear the block so fast, and then of course we help you shift it. So, what's really unique about cash flow is that we've applied NLP to your messaging, and your messaging is how you're talking to people or what your content or email says about making the sale. So oftentimes, your problem is not that your product or your service isn't great. Most of the times, it's really fantastic. And most of the time, you have the audience right there ready to purchase. The disconnect is that you're not saying the right thing to them. And we do these fun exercises that everybody loves, and it's micro tweaks of the words you're saying and how you're saying it in your messaging and in your sales. So we call it neuro-marketing. So we take the neuroscience of who you are and how you talk and what you believe about your product, and we teach you how to take that and use that marketing to sell. And it's amazing how we'll have people who've done cash flow who they don't change what they're selling. They don't change the audience size that they have. They just change what they're saying about what they're selling to the person. And then all of a sudden people get it. They're like, oh, that's for me. I didn't know that was for me before. So it's so fun. We really infuse mindset and NLP into what you're selling and how you're selling it. And I haven't seen that anywhere else, if I'm being honest.
We're unique and you need this level of support. Yeah, we should talk about that more. And the cool thing is, as you do this work, it's not necessarily like a marketing program. It
No.
is a sales program, but as you do this work, you'll get better and better at the conversations you're having with people. And then those conversations take place like this. They take place in DMs, they take place in emails, they take place in posts on social, they take place on lives. The conversations and the words you use matter, and they enroll people to work with you. So that's what we're talking about in terms of NLP, which stands for neuro-linguistic programming. Now, the thing that we do with the strategy component or the action component, because that's the mindset component, the thing about, and we apply that mindset component through action to your messaging. In terms of the actually you making more sales, and I have it up here, there are three things that happen. You get coached by us every single week for 5 weeks. So the first week is our 6 figures in 6 months VIP day condensed into 90 minutes, where we're going to help you strategize. You are going to walk away with a plan to make 6 figures in the next 6 months. You're going to know exactly how you can do that, which is absolutely priceless and included as a bonus. So you need to be there. Then 4 weeks after that, we are going to be live on Wednesdays. Come onto Zoom with all of us together, and we are going to coach you to go through the content. First of all, we'll live facilitate it, and then we're going to do some back and forth with everybody who's on the call. You're going to do your activities, you're going to understand the content live, you'll be able to ask any questions. We will challenge you to think bigger and to act bigger, all that kind of thing. Next up, you get access to the community. So the other women and a few great men who join us in this program and all of our aligned CEOs, you are going to build your network and get access to people who are also building incredible businesses.
Yeah, it's amazing because you also get access to our Align CEO community, because Align CEOs, there are about 44 people in there right now. They get access to everything we do. So we say to them, you want to come to Cashflow? Here's the code. It's free for you. And not everybody in Align CEO Method comes to Cashflow because they have a full calendar with us already. But the ones who are like, I'm here for focus sales or the summer of sales or whatever it might be, and they really want to make this their number one priority for the month of July, then they're signed up for it. And you're going to get to network and meet people and collaborate. And there's just so much opportunity. We always say your net worth is in your network. And so it is so incredibly valuable to get into this room, because you could meet the next person that you are a guest on their podcast or vice versa,
Yeah.
that you two decide to do IG live series or email collaborations, and now each of your audiences learn about one another. Your next biz bestie could be in there. Your next VA or hire could be in there. Your next
That's
client could
fun.
be in there.
Yeah,
And
that
we
happens all the time.
all the time. We've done polls with Align CEO Method clients multiple times to see, have you ever had a paid client from this community, a referral from this community, a collaboration from this community, or made a best friend from this community? And there's always one of those answers is yes. There's never anybody who's like, nope, this community did nothing for me. That's
No.
never happened in the 5 years. It's impossible. You're just get into the community, if anything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, and then we're going to walk you through the method that has worked. I'm I love sales and I call myself a sales expert in my line purpose, but Nicole's amazing at it too. And we do it together. We teach you together. You're going to practice with us. We're going to dissolve any nerves you have around making sales, around filling up your practice, or around getting people into your business or working with you or your service or your product or your brick and mortar. It works for everything. We have had, Nicole's had a nonprofit. I've had many businesses. When we came together, we were like, okay, we love doing this. And how do we actually help people? So we're going to show you in our method how you're going to support people. I've used it from knocking on doors and selling paint jobs to churning butter to cleaning Airbnbs to every single thing, every crazy business I've ever had. I've used this exact method. It just keeps getting better and better. And we're going to show you the method and have you learn how to do it, hands-on practice.
Yeah. We would love to have you there.
Okay. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan. We would love to have you there. It's 5 weeks. We start next Wednesday, June 25th. Every Wednesday at 10 a.m. is when the calls kick off. They're all recorded if you can't make it live. It's fun to be there live if you can.
Yeah, come live. Come live if you can. Yeah.
And you'll get access to the community. Hi. You'll get access to the community. And the last thing I really want to say about this, because we've had conversations with many of you about Aligned CEO Method, and there's some nerves or trepidation around like you've been burned by other coaches, or a year-long commitment feels scary, or the monetary investment feels scary. Okay, then come get into Cashflow.
Yeah.
Come get into Cashflow. It's less than $1,000 Canadian if you sign up before Thursday. It's $997, or there's a payment plan. It's 5 weeks. You can commit to your business for 5 weeks, and you're going to get a taste of what it's like to get coaching from myself and Kaila and be a part of the community and the trainings that we create. And then we know you're going to love it and then want to continue to work together, but we'll leave that up to you. But if you've wanted to work with us and you've been afraid about going all in on Aligned CEO Method, then just come to Cashflow.
It's actually so nuts. You're talking, I'm just thinking how the payment plan is 4 payments for over 4 months. So you pay it from June, July, August, September. And it's 4 payments if you get in before Thursday of $260 a month. Canadian.
Yeah.
Come on, this is live coaching community. You are going to make that back in the program.
Yeah.
If you're paying attention at all whatsoever, showing up and doing what we say to do, you will make that back and then way more.
Yeah. One of the other things too that I just think speaks volumes to this is that we have had such a high rate of people who've taken cash flow and their minds have been blown at what they've been able to accomplish in
That's
4 weeks. This is the first time we've added a bonus week in 4 weeks, that more than 50% of each cohort has said, sign me up to Aligned CEO Method. If this is what I got in 1 month with you two, I want the year. So come experience it.
Yeah, I mean, you have nothing to lose,
Yeah.
only everything to gain.
Absolutely. Okay, so you can head to the link in our bio. You can comment Cashflow, we'll send you the link. You can go to myalignedpurpose.com at the banner at the top of our website, you'll see it there. You could put in the whole hyperlink yourself if you want, myalignedpurpose.com/cash-flow. The link will be in the podcast. We make it super easy for you to say yes.
Yeah. If you can't find it, send Nicole a voice note in our Instagram DMs and we'll send it right over.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. What are we chatting about tomorrow, Kaila?
Tomorrow, we're talking for who it's for and who it's not for.
Perfect.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Cashflow registration is now open, and we're talking cash flow that feels good in your soul and your bank account. Join us starting June 25th for 5 weeks of coaching and learning, where we're going to completely transform how you think about and create money in your business. This is your chance to master a simple sales process that works for you and focus on the financial health, aka cash in the door, in your business. So if you're ready to be held accountable, challenged, and coached to not just learn how to increase your sales, but actually make it happen, then do not wait. Grab your spot now by heading to myalignedpurpose.com/cash-flow. When you register, your mindset content will be released instantly upon your purchase. And for those of you that register before Thursday, June 19th, you're going to save $500 off of your pricing. And for those of you that pay in full, you're going to be able to join our global community of Cashflow Queens. We'll be sending you our favorite mug in the mail. We can't wait to see you on the inside.